You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, authors of Leading the Revolution and founders of Experience Pros University, are changing the way people treat people in business. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
It's a beautiful day, a little bit cloudy, but beautiful nonetheless in Denver. Hi, Angel.
Hi. Our topic today is we're talking about franchising. And in business, this is a great business model for a ton of people. And we have an expert on the show with us today. His name is Jonathan Barnett. And Jonathan has opened 200 OxyFresh franchises.
What?
I know, it's amazing. He has 130 franchisees in 43 states, and he's done this over just a 4-year period. Jonathan, welcome to the show.
Thanks, guys, for having me on. It's a pleasure to be on your show and excited to, talk about my experiences in franchising.
Jonathan, whoa. You sound way too young to have 200 franchises open up around the country.
Well, that's what I get told all the time. I just turned 30 this year, so...
oh, my gosh.
Yeah, but I don't sleep much, so maybe, I'm
Lord.
probably like 40.
Lord, oh, my gosh.
Well, you are a go-getter in the franchising world. They say you are a rising star. I am thinking you are the star.
I was going to say, is there anybody above you?
I'm sure there's always somebody above you, so that's what keeps me up at night. So.
Love that. There's always something new to shoot for, and we appreciate that.
Jonathan, how'd you get started in franchising? When did you get started? Actually, tell me that.
Well, that's a great question, because... I have to bring it all the way back to my childhood. My grandpa was an entrepreneur, and I always looked up to him and wanted to be like him. I'd see him always trying to invent things or start businesses, and it just seemed like I was proud. In elementary school, I remember telling my friends I want to be an entrepreneur like my grandpa. So that's, what birthed it inside of me. And then studied business in college, worked at different franchising. I worked at Sonic, it's franchise, worked at different CC's Pizza, worked there. So, I worked for got a little taste of franchising, a business that's duplicatable. It's the same no matter where you go.
Right.
And I thought that was pretty cool. But in grad school, I studied, was going to, actually here in Lakewood, Colorado, I was studying business. And I studied a lot of franchising in grad school. And so that's when I knew this is what I really want to do. I had fireworks stands in undergrad, and that was a lot of work. But franchising, it just really got me going. So that's kind of how I got started. I did have a minor league basketball team here in Lakewood called the Colorado Crossroad, which is a franchise. And that was really hard, and I lost a lot of money doing that, but it was a lot of fun.
So it is possible to make a bad choice in business, even with a franchise which is duplicatable.
Yeah, and you know what? It wasn't like a ton of money that I lost, but it was definitely, it was definitely a learning experience, and it taught me a lot of things on when I started OxyFresh, of certain things that I didn't want to do and did want to focus on as far as making our franchisees successful.
Well, you bet. And Dave Ramsey says, how many times can you stand to make $1? And then again, the question is, how many times can you afford to lose $1? And so the volume doesn't matter. We got to be going forward.
So Jonathan, how'd you decide on carpet cleaning as the industry you wanted to go into?
Well, that's a great question. So in grad school, when I was studying different franchise concepts, so ones that opened my eyes the most were the service ones. And so, with service business, you don't have to have a bunch of inventory. You don't have to have a retail space. It's a little bit easier entry. Okay. And so I liked carpet cleaning because in carpet cleaning, it can be, you don't need an office. You can work out of your house. And you build repeat customers. Customers, if you do a great job, which is our goal to be the best carpet cleaning company, best cleaning experience that you can have, if you do that, and you clean somebody's house, they could call you back for the next 10 years. And you're building a lifetime customer. Oh. And so that's what made me most excited. When I did fireworks, you sell someone some stuff, it's a year later. I don't know, it's just, I like service a lot better. So that's kind of how I got into it.
Absolutely. Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show, where customer service is not rocket science, it's people science. Our guest today is Jonathan Barnett, the president of OxyFresh. He owns 200 franchises around 43 states in this great country. Jonathan, welcome back to the show, my friend.
Thank you.
So I got a question for you here, and you know, something that you said in the last segment was that, you know, you're trying to create the best experience possible, and that's why you chose carpet cleaning. How do you train your people to create that best experience in the environment of cleaning carpets?
Okay, it's a great question, and you know, just to clarify, when you sell someone a franchise, they own their own business, so you're giving them a sense of ownership.
Yes.
Which that's always the best way to do things, I feel like. But as far as how we do our training, you know, there's a couple things that we keep in mind. The fundamental thing I would say is people want to be a part of something bigger than themselves. So they want to be a part of something, a team, and something they believe in. And once someone feels that, you know, then they're going to do whatever it takes to be successful, to give that experience. So that's a fundamental thing I would say. And then I would say, you know, people don't always do what you expect to do what you inspect. So we always have systems in place just to keep everyone accountable, including people at our corporate office, all the way to our franchisees, even to the technicians that the franchisees hire. Even if they believe in the company and everything, if they know that they're going to be inspected on whatever, it just brings accountability. And I would say that's another fundamental thing that we do.
Absolutely.
Inspecting what you expect sounds like a samurai warrior's absolute mantra.
You got the little dojo thing going there. All right. Well,
man.
so Jonathan, I love that your team, everybody, when they open up their franchise, they do have that sense of ownership. What's the advantage of opening up a franchise versus venturing out on your own?
Wow, there's so many advantages. I mean, I personally would never. I would only go the franchise way now that I, you know more about how franchises work. But I mean, you're getting the power of a national brand. I mean, and that's worth so much, you know. But then you also have the support. When you're part of a team and there's over 200 franchises, you know, those royalties come in, and those royalties, you know, you have people on staff that are there to support you, whether it's marketing, you know, how to get the phones to ring. Because you have the best cleaning system in the world, but the phones don't ring, it doesn't matter. So
that's exactly right.
You got support on marketing, you got support on management. Like you were just asking me, you know, we get franchisees call us all the time. How do I manage my techs? You know, what's the best way I should train them? We have that support with that, and it goes for not just OxyFresh, but all franchise concepts. You know, and then we got even support up to our chemists or, you know, people that make our products. We have leverage because we have so many franchises that, you know, they have a vested interest on us being the best. So we got support there. I mean, the list goes on. But
so Jonathan, if somebody's interested in OxyFresh, either as having their carpet cleaned or getting involved in the franchise, how can they locate you?
Well, the easiest way would just, you know, go to oxyfresh.com, and you know, whether you want your carpets cleaned or you're interested in a franchise, everything's right there for you. And that's all I would say. Just go to our website and check it out.
Do you have any special deals for our listening audience today?
Well, I would love to say that, and we always have special deals. The thing is, we have, you know, around 4 franchises in Denver, so all the franchisees have different deals depending on where you're located.
Gotcha. So just go to the website, oxyfresh.com, and find out what's being offered today.
Yeah.
Fabulous. Jonathan, thank you so much for joining us. We're talking to Jonathan Barnett, the president of OxyFresh, and you can go to that website, oxyfresh.com, find out more information for the best carpet cleaning experience in the States. You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show. We'll be right back.